three guys physically robbed me at my home. They knew I had crypto and knew where I lived.
Bro, stab me, bro. Stab me, fam. Stab me.
You know, it's rough in these streets, man, and people want what you have.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto flip.
Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I am joined with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deji. But before we get straight into the news, what we're going to do is ease in with some of the topics and confessions from our Degen friends. So let's start with the first one. I bought 80 ETH between 2019 and 2020.
That's a solid portfolio right there, fam. 80 ETH is not bad, I'm not going to lie.
Exactly. Held it to the high of 2021 and rode out till the bottom of the bear market. In May 2023, I gambled almost all of it on meme coins, and now I only have 5 ETH left. What do you man make of that?
Degens.
But is he a Degen or did he try and become one?
Nah, he's a DJ, bro. Look at the words he used. He said, I gambled. And now I only have 5 ETH left. Like, bro, if you're going to gamble, which you shouldn't, like, you do it with a small amount of your portfolio. My man did it with like 90% of his bag. This guy messed up, bro.
Yeah, wild. But you know what I find surprising? I think that obviously he bought 80 ETH. How much is 80 ETH worth, or was it worth?
So I just did the calculation on that. If to this price, we're never going to look at the premium, because you can say, oh, hold your ETH till 4 or 5, because we're not surpass 4 or 5 eventually. But using today's prices, 280k, bro.
That's a fair amount. So 280k. So he had that, and he rode it to the bottom of the bear market. He still held it. And then, obviously, the only things that have really been moving in this market is meme coins. So he's seen everyone making these gains, seen everyone doing these challenges. There's nothing.
But he said in 2023. So this is a year ago where memes wasn't as crazy.
But to be honest, like, he invested in the right meme coin. If he bought SHIB, if he bought Pepe, if he bought Doge, the more mainstream meme coins, he'll be up. He'll be all right. He might not have been chopped out a little bit, especially if he was doing leverage, but he will be definitely up. Bro, I don't want to hear nothing from this guy, but he's a top degenerate, fam. How do you go about gambling away 75 Ethereums, fam? That's worth over $250,000. That's life-changing money for anyone. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're already a millionaire. No, millionaires are not pissing away 250k, bro. Nah, top degenerate. And it's got 5 ETH. He's gonna have to make that back. But the thing is, when you lose that much money, either regular capital market or investment, there's always this need to chase it. So I know he's not done. That 5 ETH is not going to be 5. He's going to chase that 5 ETH and probably put it in some Solana meme coin, Ethereum meme coin, and lose it all, fam. So yeah, it's over, fam. It seems like that was probably like his whole portfolio as well. So he hear another confession, he might leave another confession. Yo, I'm off myself. I won't be surprised, fam.
Boy, allow it.
Boy. But it's not the end of the road, fam. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the road, fam. Just stop gambling and actually start trading, fam. And then maybe you can have a come up, fam. What do you mean?
Take the rest of this cycle off. Take the rest of this cycle off, bro.
What do you mean? You can still make a comeback. What do you mean?
Go learn some stuff, but take the rest of the cycle out. Bro.
Wait, there was a story I read on X this morning. Donny that lost 14.5 mil on FTX. Granted, they're gonna get the money back from FTX, or some of it anyway. This guy, before he even heard that they was gonna make the money back from FTX, he already gone to another different venture. He started like a meme coin. He started minting NFTs on Solana, and now he's back up to his not previous status, but he's back up. So there's ways to kind of get in this game, fam. But he needs to stop doing immediately is stop trading meme coins. When you lose 75 ETH, shows you don't know what the hell you're doing. You have no strategy. You have no entry strategy. You have no exit strategy. You have no trading plan. You have nothing. You're just speculating.
Bruv, he's got a trading plan. It's gambling.
Yeah, that's how he's down. You lose it in investments as well. But when you're gambling, this is what happens, man. The house always wins, as they say. Yeah, he's almost blown up his account.
Harris, I actually disagree with that last statement you made about how you can lose 75 ETH in a regular trade. Because in a regular trade, let's say I pull 75 ETH on, give me a shitty performing meme coin, curve DAO token, yeah, then getting dumped, getting battered by the market. As long as you don't sell, there's a slight chance you can recover at least half of that and position back. But in meme coins, once they retrace 80%, it's finished. Like that money is poof. in the market, fam.
You can make it back. Five ETH is a good starting point. To be fair, it's what 15K ish.
Very, yes, 16, 17K.
Yeah, it's 10x is not hard to find, so you can definitely get back up. But obviously, just needs better risk management and needs to leave the gambling alone. And if he does
Stay
want to do
away
that,
from meme coins. Like the bigger advice is stay away from meme coins, man. Because some guys just know how to snap meme coins. Some don't. Some become exit liquidity for all these meme coin traders. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's just how the world works. For every winner, there's a loser, fam. And unfortunately, my man was on the horrible end of that. Simply put, honestly.
Definitely. Let's go on to the next one. I worked so hard over the last 6 months to grind my way up to 6 figures. A couple of days ago, I was swept away by the runes FOMO on Bitcoin. And in a moment of sheer stupidity, aped 90% of my net worth into a meme coin about furries.
Lord have mercy. Man said furries, bro. I'm finished.
90%. So you're telling me this guy woke up and he said, nah, today I'm choosing to gamble. Bro, I just feel like...
Let me finish before you give
Okay, finish
first. I thought it was a good bet because the runes creator shielded it. But now I'm down bad. I'm feeling like an idiot. I will never tell anyone I lost it all on a furry coin. He said, I'm too embarrassed, yo.
Nah, bro. I feel like, you took some mad DJ gamble. You know what? You're going to just hear a lot of these confessions coming from people that are just bagging meme coins and just dying. Because, bro, you can get wiped out in a meme coin easy. And it doesn't matter where you bought. Like, you bought low, the meme coin will drop and you can still lose peas, bro. Like the swings in meme market right now are just unprecedented. You know, beginning when crypto would do some crazy shit, like caps would do crazy shit, like it'll up 100% in a day. That's very unlikely for a large cap now, but that is like small moves in the meme coin market. And I just don't think people are really clocking the big difference between going up 100%, like, or even something simple as going up 100% is the same as losing 50%. Obviously, you have the ability to double your bag, but if that bag goes down to half, you're back to your original. So you've lost. You could have lost 100% of your profit. People need to work out the law of averages because I feel like the risk is just mad high for meme coins, and man, it's not for everyone. Trust me, it's not for everyone.
My man said,
And also,
go on, Iris, please go.
I was going to follow up on what Rick was saying. I was like, yeah, that's super true. And also with meme coins, there's a lot more rugs and things like that you have to be cognizant of. Whereas obviously rugs happen with other products and projects as well, but it's not as rife. You know, it's a bit it's the market caps you're dealing with. It's not as common for that to happen. But with meme coins, it's pump fun or even just on deck screen or radium, whatever. You did this there, and you're trying to navigate your way through it to try and find your 10x, your 100x, your whatever. But it's not easy to avoid that and actually maintain your profit.
Well, I agree with everything you both, like the points you eloquently stated, but my man said the creator of runes shielded it, so it must be a safe investment. So let me put 6 figures, 90% of my 6-figure portfolio into a runes furry coin. Just deep that. Let that sip in for a minute. Like, you invested 6 figures into a furry coin, and you're wondering why you're down bad.
Yeah.
Come on, that's just pure DJ play, man. Like, levels of degeneracy. And this guy's probably the king of degeneracy today, fam. Like, he's worse than my man, fam. My man thought, you know what? This is the strategy. I'm gonna ape him. He said, no, this guy showed it for me. It must be a safe investment, so let me go in.
And the funny thing is, I remember that runes hype, but I just didn't buy into it.
But it doesn't make sense. Even if it makes sense to you, why not try with 2% of your portfolio? 5%. Yeah. If you're feeling risky, if you're feeling brazy, try 20%. 90%? Come on, bro.
And not just 90%. It's different if it's like 90% of, I don't know, $100. It still represents the same thing, but at the end of the day, you can make that back in an hour of work or a day of work, depending on what you're doing. But
what's $100
figures? Jeez, my man's only got what, 10 bags left?
Bro, and guys, and I think you look in the test list as well, yeah. We've seen all these success stories on X, on TikTok, on YouTube, people doing training challenges, taking 1K, 5K, 6K to a couple mil or a high 6 figures. These lot thought, if these guys can take 3 figures to those levels, well, imagine what I can do with 6 figures. I can be a billionaire overnight. I can be like Elon Musk. That's what they're trying to do. But, bro, you can't put $1 billion from a meme coin, fam. You just can't. You pull it out, the thing's done, fam. That's all the entire liquidity, fam.
100%.
So I don't know why what you see your 280 bags or 100k, and then what? That's the belly you're gonna pull that out. Come on, man. Listen, man, them don't know what this market's about, fam. They haven't been humbled before. If they've been humbled before, they would move more carefully. They have not been humbled before, fam. Solid. And you've been humbled before in this market. You've been hacked or you lost your piece because you're doing dumb shit. You wouldn't be doing it again, fam.
Man said they haven't been humbled.
They haven't been humbled though, guy, man. Because if they've been humbled, they will move more carefully. They will have a spreadsheet, bro. Like they will call every single trade. They haven't been humbled. Now they've been humbled. So these managers need to fix up and stop trading this cycle, fam. Rick, you're right, fam. They should stop trading. Because if you keep trading, clearly they don't have a plan. Getting rich is easy. Keeping it is a question, fam. You might know this. You see, oh wow, my wallet is blown up. But then the next you know, you're taking profit. And next you know, a month later, it's down back again, fam. Come on.
No, it's real.
Sad. It's just sad, man. It's never funny no more. This is just pure sadness right here.
No, you're right, man. You're right for sure. So welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and leave us a review if you're listening on any audio platform. We're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you listen to your podcasts. And we love reading reviews, so get on that. So what we're going to start with is ETH. ETH's case against the SEC. He had a case against ETH saying that it's a security, but decided not to pursue it because ETH isn't obviously a security, and ETH has won the case. So what do you guys make of that?
Man, like Vitalik, fam. Another win for the Ethereum ecosystem. I'm glad about this, that it happened is now SEC cannot permanently go after Ethereum again. You know how like sometimes they drop the case and only to pick it up again, like Ripple, they drop the charges sometimes to only put a bigger charge against them. So I think for Ethereum, the SEC not be able to go after them again. It's a huge win. And it's just like I think everything just coming together for the altcoin run, which is due to happen over the next few months. I mean, right now the best time to start accumulating altcoins, getting their positions ready. I don't want to hear from anyone, is it time to buy? Stop asking dumb questions, man. Like, stop asking me dumb questions. Just fucking buy it. Like, simple. So
financial advice, by the way.
No, obviously NFA, not financial advice, but yeah, man, it's a great win for Ethereum ecosystem. Vitalik's happy right now. He obviously had all his legal guys ready to battle. I mean, we all knew they were gonna excel. They were gonna obviously win this case, but I thought it was gonna drag on, and maybe might even fall around the time the Ether spot ETF launches. But now that that's clear, there's not really any real significant fraud around Ethereum. Yeah, so it's looking good. It's looking good for the next run.
For me, I think win, but being a little bit than they have been over the last, I'd say probably for the last 3 months, they've been a bit lighter towards crypto than before. And yeah, with ETH not as a security, I hope to fuck this doesn't mean that Ripple doesn't get like dubbed as a security, because I think that's a security if I ever see the fucking security. I fuck Ripple. It's not that I hate Ripple, I just don't like it. So I think right now this is like prime time altcoin season to just like take a little bit of a positive jump, because yeah, alts have been bleeding lately, and they didn't even go up that much to be bleeding. But hopefully this is like some good sentiment to move them in the market. Not that I can see happening.
But why do you think the SEC have stance or are looking a little bit more lenient? Do you think it's got anything to do with what Trump's been saying, that he's going to be like the photo president and stuff like that?
I think it will be something to do with what Trump is saying, but also I think it's honestly my opinion towards the government is mad negative. I think what they're trying to do now is they're trying to re-encourage people to get back into crypto, to start making some gains in crypto, for them to start going after people in crypto again.
That makes sense.
For them to like increase how they manage their taxes around crypto. I think it's just like you encourage people to get in, you know, coerce them and say, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, now that you've built up a good framework of tracking exactly who has crypto, how much they've made, what their gains are, what their losses are, whatever, like I feel like that's now from the government side. So now they're just like, yeah, we have everything ready. So yeah, do your crypto thing, bro. Ethereum, nah, it's not a security. Yeah, make 100 M's. Yeah, okay. It's tax time now.
Tax. No, I agree, Rick. I agree. I think they're definitely licking their lips from now. Yeah, yo. They want some of that still, and I don't blame them. Standard.
No, for sure. Kind of touching on there, Rick, when you said the alts have been bleeding. The whole market's been bleeding recently. Obviously, there's been a market pullback. What do you guys think is the cause of that, and where do you guys see the market going?
I think for me personally, I think there was speculation that traders assumed that central bank is not they're gonna leave the interest rate the same. But I think the outflow, I think it was like 20, or I think it was definitely it was around like 2-3 billion outflow from the Auckland market. That was more people hence the potential news come from BOE because they just announced that they're gonna keep the interest rate the same, and it's been kind of start picking up since yesterday when they had a feeling that they won't increase or decrease, so it's going to keep the same, which is still good for the market because we weren't expecting consecutive cut. If central bank had cut the interest rate, I think BOE probably would be more inclined to cut, but they've kept the interest rate the same, and then inflation is actually in England has actually gone down to like 2%, what the target is for the Bank of England. So things are looking good. They are looking good, but at the same time, traders just wanted to kind of hedge their position by taking some cash out and being liquid in case of anything happens. So I still think there's more dump to happen, honestly. I think we got so many months before the election starts happening, which is in Q4. So I think Q2 is going to be very, very choppy times in the crypto market. But there's still some gains to be made in the meme coin market and altcoin market. It's all about cherry picking the right ones and taking profits because I think there's still more bleeding to come in the altcoin market because BTC will probably still consolidate back to 50K.
Yeah, I think the market was in this weird phase where there wasn't enough of a catalyst to move large cap coins, and people
100%.
made gains in large cap coins to move their money into like meme
Meme
coins.
coins.
And then we started seeing a lot more people getting into meme coins, like with the super high amount of meme coins that went into the market. But I think the flip side is like pumped up fun. I think they said they had like, was it 200,000 wallets? Something.
That number, no, but
Uh,
it
okay,
sounds
so
alright.
basically they have like 200,000 200,000 wallets have interacted with Pumped Up Fund. Some of those could be repeats or whatever. Maybe I'll try and find that statistic. But then we have things like on the flip side where Binance announcing that they have 200 million active users, which is crazy, and that's the most amount of users they've ever had on their platform, which is massive news. I just feel like even looking at things like what retail are searching in terms of getting into crypto from Google search trends, there hasn't really been a large uptick in regular people jumping into the market. So I feel like we're out here. Obviously, we all know the market's player versus player. I feel like we're out here and we're just like making trades, but we're making trades against. We're not making trades against people that are more educated investors.
100%.
And as part of that, like some of these people are on it all day. Some of these people are on it an hour a day. And to be honest, the more time you invest, the better your portfolio is going to look, especially over the long run. And
Well,
I feel
you
like
if you know what you're doing, obviously. I mean, we haven't the generals
only
have
if
too
you
much
know what
time
you're
in their
doing.
hand.
But I just feel like the large liquidations that we've seen in Bitcoin and ETH is just like, yeah, it's just smart money
Whales
moving
taking
money
profit.
around. Because
100%. 100%.
yeah, looking at the BTC outflows, I think last week BTC had approximately 2 billion of outflows from the ETFs, which is not
Slight.
absurd, but like yeah,
Slight.
over the last couple of months, they've had I think closer to 30, no, closer to like 20 billion inflows, literally just in the ETFs. So yeah, I think it's right now it's just in a situation where people are just taking profits off the table and the market's corrected. But even the correction wasn't that crazy. I think the thing I'm surprised about more is even though Bitcoin went down, what, like
What,
10% from its local high.
71K to 64?
Yeah, yeah, like approximately 10%. The problem is, I've seen alts bleed, bro. Like alts didn't go up the 30-40% that Bitcoin has, but I'm seeing some alts doing minus 30%, minus 35%. And I'm just like, what are people just putting out alts and going into like the two largest caps? Because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
I've seen disproportionately more bleeding. Obviously, I've seen bleeding in meme coins, which I expect your 35% in Flocky and your 25% in Doge. But I think the maddest bleeds have been things that haven't been in this market, bro. Like I think Tia dropped about 20%. Uh, Monero dropped 20%, like or
Bro, man,
18% without just
previously
catching
con have not been
strays.
doing well. Previously,
Privacy
cons have
con, no.
never they haven't doing well in this run, and
I
then
hear
we
that.
can talk about a whole segment around previously con not doing well. Like it's just
But I
there's
just
a
feel
lot.
like they're catching a stray, bro. Stray for no
You know
real
what I think it
reason.
might be what might be happening. I think you touched on a part of it. So I think people might be rotating into two things: large caps like Bitcoin and maybe
ETH.
Ethereum as well, because obviously Ethereum had a little run up, and then on the other side into like meme coins, into like lower cap meme coins and stuff. Obviously that has slowed down a little bit, so maybe it's more people going into the large cap stuff as well.
I completely agree with you, Harris, and Rick. I definitely think it's a matter of people rotating from taking the profit from the, because we did have a small run. If you remember, there was the meme coin, the Solana meme coin was very hot. People made a lot of profit from that. There was some mid cap that pumped. There was some, we have kind of pumped because everything kind of followed BTC. But in terms of like a mad altcoin run, we haven't had that. So when BTC had a 10% pullback, you know what it is. The king sneezes, everything else kind of crashes. The only thing that kind of like didn't crash too much was ETH, because ETH is becoming that I wouldn't say store of value, but become extremely valuable to the digital era. Like mid cap coins, low cap coins, they suffered. Even meme coin I saw suffered. Like I remember I saw Ocean. I took an Ocean position, and man, I took it too early because that shit tanked like 45% after that. But now obviously it's not back up. Yeah, it's just a matter of just scaling in slowly or just kind of DCing across. But yeah, I completely agree with what you guys said. Like to even further your stance, I saw an on-chain report this morning that Arthur A's he sent 2 million to Binance, and then he pulled out 1 million worth of ETH, and then he added more to his like large cap coin, which is Pendle or something, which is meant to be really good in this run. So yeah, I mean that's what smart money is doing. They're rotating that money.
Definitely true. So with that being said, obviously we've been in the bull market for how long now?
I would say since late last year. I mean, I would say since like say 8 months.
October,
Yeah,
November, yeah.
So let's call it 8 months. So
Yeah.
how much longer do you think we have until we're back in the bear market?
So here's the maddest thing, yeah. I think, I could be wrong because the market could change tomorrow. This meme coin craze this never happened in a market like this before. But the market's going to do whatever it's going to do, and it's going to do the thing that's going to wipe out the most amount of people. So I don't even know if I'm ready to talk about bear market coming in yet, because I still haven't seen a proper bull market set in.
100%.
Where BTC is now, like it didn't break through. He passed its previous all-time high, and it might not in this cycle. This cycle might just be, look, we had all this fun in meme coins and everyone's pissed off now and bare people lost money. But I just think we're in a situation now where the market's going to do the thing to wipe out the most amount of people. And I feel like looking at the market sentiment right now, the most amount of people feel like the market is not going to do well. And so I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, the Fair Degree Index is like bang on neutral. Yeah, I feel like we're in a situation where we could get wiped out for thinking that the market is going down from here, or that we've topped out. I would bet that it's not financial advice. The market still has like a lot of room to grow before it like can considerably contract back to something like a bear market or some economic season changing.
100%, Rick. I couldn't agree with you more. It's fool's gold to be speculating on where we think it's gonna be, where we think the bear market's gonna top, or where we think the bear market's gonna begin, because no one really truly know. But if we're playing a speculation game here, I mean that's what this is all about. If I'm to guess, on the safer side, I think we have another solid 12 months of like high liquidity, high bull run going. If you take the previous trends of every 4 year, we have a bull cycle, and then the bull lasts for like a year, minimum to 2 years, then you can speculate that we're going to top out at like Q1 or 2026. I mean, that's not financial advice, but that's just my speculation. That's where I probably would not be holding a lot of what's called altcoins in 2026, because I think if you're not already positioned now, you should be positioning yourself, not NFA, not financial advice, and you know what I mean. You should be looking for exit strategies in 2025, not trying to, you know what I mean, buy more in or whatever. Just my opinion. This is partly my strategy, but
I hear what you're saying, but I feel like, yeah, based on that strategy, which I agree with, I feel like if you bought into alts like a couple weeks ago, making the assumption that, because bro, the meme coin market's been going downhill for a couple weeks. We've been chatting about it now for a little while, and we're like the hype is hype as it was back in like January. Like I feel like if we put our ego aside and jumped into meme coins in January, we'd have probably made more in meme coins than
100%, 100%. I agree with you.
And now I feel like that curve is starting to the gradient on that like money coming in from meme coins is starting to flatten out, starting to level out.
Oh,
And I feel
100%.
like now it's like if you put your money, if you saw this coming or didn't see this coming, if you reacted to the market and you said, I'm going to put some money into alts now because I feel like alts are the next thing to move, seeing as the SEC is taking their foot off everything going crazy. And, you know, we have some alts breaking all-time high like BNB and I think Elysium broke its all-time high recently. I think if you look at that and you say, all right, now it's time for alts and you want to catch the alt popcorn because, bro, you know when alt popcorn season happens, it's mad. Like, it's mad. You just wake up and it's just like, oh shit, this coin just went fucking 80% overnight, which is a big deal in the alt market when these things have like like billion plus market caps. I think if you were to put any money in alts over the last week, you'd have lost your money, bro. Like no alt has done well over the last week.
100%.
Like, maybe like 1 or
100%.
2. And I feel like it's the question of when do you actually start positioning yourself to jump into altcoins? That's the real question because right now,
Okay.
I don't know if it's the time, bro. I feel like maybe
Okay.
alts can bleed more before they go up.
They can definitely bleed more. They can definitely bleed more. That's why again, no financial advice. Like I completely agree with your sentiment, right, Rick? But I will postulate that it's still not a great time for you to be all into alt. The best strategy for you to kind of scale in slowly, because if you say you have 100 G's and you commit an entire 100K to altcoins, there's probably more bleeding to come. So the best thing to do is just probably scale it. If it goes up a little bit in the Q3, fine, good for you. If it doesn't, it goes down, you can kind of like add to more to your position and get even more discounted price entry. But at the end of the day, I've always like I don't listen to gurus online. Like we all being part of an alt season. You know when alt season starts. It always starts when Bitcoin has done an all-time high, smash the previous one, which we have done, but I don't think it's alt season yet because Bitcoin dominance has not topped out yet. I mean, I think it touched 56% and then came crashing back down. But I think around that 58-59% range will probably scream alt season, and back then you should already be scaled in. You shouldn't be now be buying at that time. So listen, end of Q3, early Q4 will be the good time for you to kind of already be positioned into altcoins. I think that's the best time to kind of get into the market for altcoins, in my opinion. BTC should already be in.
Well, you're never going to catch the bottom, and you're never going to be able to sell at the top. So I think you need to really analyze where we are in the market. And yeah, DCAing will probably be your best bet, especially if it's with high conviction points. Because even if it does bleed lower and you expect it to jump up 3, 4, 5x, 10x, whatever, then if it goes down 10, 20, 30% more, it's really negligible in terms of the grander scheme of things. So it really depends on your strategy. Obviously, if you're swing trading or something, then maybe that's something you need to pay more attention to. But if you're talking about long-term gains for something that you're looking at fundamentals on, then it'll be more negligible. But yeah, can they bleed more? 100%. So I think you just really have to assess what your strategy is and what you're trying to achieve. And then from there, you can sort of put a plan together and then do something which actually makes sense for you and your portfolio. Yeah, I had an interesting conversation like last week, and that conversation was centered around taxes from projects, a good thing. So basically, I think it came about because we were talking about what's the best way to fund projects. One of the ways, or the most popular way, is to obviously allocate tokens to the team and for marketing and stuff like that. But the only way that you can get that money is by selling off the very thing that you've allocated, which obviously drives down the price. But at the same time, paying taxes or fees or however you want to call it to the project on buys and sells isn't really a popular thing for projects to do based on sort of feedback from community members. But it's something that can potentially work, especially if you're not really going the VC route and you've got this huge war chest and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about meme coins, by the way. I'm just talking about for normal products that are actually building and shipping products.
Quick question: are you talking about taxes as in like transactional or platform fees, like the tech fee that Coinbase, Binance, or even Uniswap will take if you are using the platform? That's what you're talking about, right?
No. So the project itself in the contract of like say they're ERC20, they can like code in that okay, we want to collect 1% fee when a user buys and a 1% fee when a user sells or whatever. So of that transaction, so that they can obviously use that money
Transactional fees, essentially.
effectively.
Okay.
but for the project itself, not like gas fees.
Yeah, of course.
So, what do you guys make of that model?
Before I answer your question, do you know what projects have tried this, or that's highlighted this so far?
I don't really have a list of products on me, but there are certainly products out there that have experimented with this before. Obviously it's not something that's super popular, so I'm wondering why that is. Would you, as a potential user, be happy with that, or would that turn you off? And
No,
what's the alternative?
to be honest, it won't turn me off because I'm already being charged around that fee anyway. You know what I mean? Coinbase has its fees, Binance has its fee, unless you own them BNB tokens, and even then, I'm so sure there's probably some other fees that I don't know. If you take a leverage position, I don't know if your BNB holdings covers the fees transactions when you sell or you get liquidated. So, like I actually think it's interesting approach to fund. So essentially, you're saying the taxes from the transactional fee, whatever, would now be used to fund a different project or the same ongoing project.
So the same project. So basically, it will be used instead of allocating large amounts of tokens to the team and for
Yeah,
marketing, etc., that they would obviously
interesting.
have to sell in order to use that.
I already assume. So, perfect example I would say is Phantom. So, Phantom before they become this, they think they're slowly
Actually, you just
transition.
reminded me. I think SHIB used to have taxes.
Which one's this one? Shiba, I can see why they would do that because it's a meme coin. They don't really have a used product case until recently. Now they start building out their own infrastructure. That's great. But I think it could actually be interesting because sometimes a lot of people get deterred from investing in a project if they feel like they've allocated too much to the treasury or they've allocated too much to the team. It might seem like a money grab move, especially when the idea is not solid and you're raising crazy ton amount of money. So if you could implement something where like the smart contract or the project kind of funds itself off transactional fees of people interacting with the smart contract or selling and buy the tokens, I think it could be interesting. I think if you're implementing this, you're basically saying you're all in, which really means that you're decreasing your own allocation to your team members as a founder, or whatever, and then you don't have as much in the treasury, and then there's more probably locked up that can be released into the circulation slowly, which you don't have to worry about funding the project because it would naturally come back to the treasury because that's how you kind of code the smart contract. So I think if this catches fire, it could increase a lot of trust ability between projects because one of the risks of investing in a new seed project or whatever is that the founders gonna actually do what is they gonna do. Perfect example is SafeMe. Their man created a token to the money and they bought houses, they bought freaking supercars and stuff like that. So I think doing this could actually deter a lot of bad actors in this space. So I hope it catches on, in my opinion.
I think for me, the problem with blockchain taxes, one, how do you fairly assess what will be a tax on what is like a taxable event, and how you actually generate from that? Because basically, it sounds to me like there's like a very very fine line between transaction fees and like charging to interact with the blockchain, and it's like, yeah, I think without going into like a specific case study on a project that has been using this and like assess how they do it, I just feel like it leaves me as somebody who's about to invest in a coin feeling like, wow, these men are just taxing me for using their blockchain or just using their technology. And there is a ton of other coins out there that wouldn't. So what makes this one so special?
Well,
And
what
I,
if they
I get it.
explain that obviously the reason why we're doing this is so that we don't dump on you, basically.
Yeah, but you can still dump though.
You could,
But they will have less allocation to the team. So instead of
and
having
that too. Yeah.
12%, 50%, you're probably now allocating 7% to the team, which is a lot less than allocating
I hear
50%.
that.
Because I've seen projects allocate 20% to themselves. And then that's not
I hear
even
that.
like to fund the marketing, because then that's another 25% itself. So before you even release it to the public, 45% of the token ecosystem is already gone towards operations and like owners and stuff. So it's like that leaves 55% for users to claim, which
I hear
like
that.
when they and usually when they say my thing is always like when these guys say, oh, we're vested, we're locked up. I don't believe that crap. I really don't believe that crap. I just don't. There's ways around that kind of stuff. So I don't believe when they say I'm vested, I'm locked up. I need to
Yeah, I
see
hear
a
that.
smart contract for me to believe that. Just you saying on Twitter, oh, we invested for 12 months. Bro, shut up, bro. Shut up. Because I know you probably have 3-4 ghost that you give to your siblings to invest in your behalf. You tell them when to hit it. So I don't want to hear that crap, man.
But they don't even need to give it to their siblings. They could just straight
Bro,
up.
I'm just saying,
I hear
that was just
That
a
makes
random
sense.
use case.
If the aim is to reduce the amount of tokens that are given to the team and add some more tokens into actual circulation and then pay a tax, I think it's still a hard pill to swallow, because what are these on top of transaction costs?
Yeah.
So
Obviously, the transaction costs are the network fees, but these are fees that are embedded into the smart contract in order to receive money from buys and sells.
So, Rick, I think it's not a big deal because what's an extra 1%? We're already paying 0.5%.
That's if it is 1%.
Let
It
me-
could be 10%. It could be whatever.
Well, okay,
but
cool.
Let's
You
assume
know
that it's
what,
1
though?
to 2%.
But if you say 10% now, I don't think it will be a swallowable pill for the users because 10%
Nah, of course,
makes
10% is too high.
10% crazy, fam. Like,
Yeah,
you
even
might as well
even
just-
like a regular exchange would never charge.
yeah,
10%
like
for a
10%.
buy
Like,
or sell.
imagine Binance taking 10% of all your profit every time you
I mean, you say
exit
that,
it.
but Photon was taking 10%.
Who the
used to
hell is
touch-
Photon? I don't use Photon, bro. I don't use platform that takes my money, bro.
What do you mean?
The hell?
What do you mean? Photon was taking.
Photon
What?
is a trading bot that you use for Solana meme coins.
That will bang in meme coin, the meme coin market, but in regular altcoin market, that was not going to bang, fam, because people are counting their coins. They're not trying to give you 10% back. They're just not doing that. With meme coins, you freaking put $100 down, you can get 20 million tokens of some random shit token. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then that 10% is probably worth nothing anyway, because I mean, the project done crash in a couple weeks. So if it's a top tier one, it can't be 10%. It's probably going to be like 1% or less than that. If it's like a small mid cap coin, it can go up to 2%, but it can't be touching that 5% plus range. They can then people use it. Regular users will use it.
I think then what that might do for a token in a positive way is prevent bots from trading using that token, because obviously if there's such high transaction fees, all these bots or even hedge funds who are into crypto or market makers, they'd probably think twice about touching that coin just because of the high transaction fees.
There you go.
So that might actually mean in the long term, you actually have people that are true holders of the coin, and like, yeah. So you
But
might
then that'll
Actually
be
in trust.
counterintuitive then, because they're not going to then make the money off the transactions. I mean, the value of the
True.
token will increase, but we're talking about volume.
We are.
What I think what this will probably incentivize more is more long term holders. It doesn't mean like, bro, if I make $1 million in a trade, I'll still sell that shit because, bro, what's 5%? What's 2%? You know what I mean? But if you truly believe in the project and you feel like it can be worth a lot of money in a couple of years' time, you don't mind holding because like the majority of the community is also holding as well because they believe in it. I think the most important thing is like it's trust, man. Like a lot of people have been burning crypto a lot, as you can know. You know from just being part of cryptocurrency projects and confessions. But if you can increase more trust between people in crypto, it will probably decrease the sell-off pressure because once you see someone dumping, people just go panic sell as well. But if you don't see that regular dump off, it literally establish more trust, and then then the founders can actually focus on development rather than we got to worry about our token value. We got to sell to mitigate the current position because then you're not actually building. You're now worried about arithmetics and how you can kind of maintain your token market cap, which is crazy because that's irrelevant. But it is relevant at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. So what we're going to do now is we're going to introduce a new section to the show. So today we are looking at crypto advice.
Oh, whoa.
And this is what
NFA.
somebody... What's that? Oh,
NFA.
yeah, NFA. This is definitely not financial advice. So there was a bit of a dilemma here. And I saw this on X. This just happened. 3 guys physically robbed me at my home. They were armed with machetes. They knew I had crypto and knew where I lived. They forced me to open my ledger and then transferred all of my crypto out. Luckily, I didn't get stabbed. I'm still in a state of shock. This is one of the worst experiences of my life. And then they provide the transactions. What should he do? And bear in mind, you're probably thinking this happened in Mexico, in Russia.
Bro.
This happened somewhere in the Middle East. This happened in London.
Bro, Stab me, bro. Stab me, fam. Stab me.
Nah, you've lost your fucking
Bro,
mind.
stab me, bro.
Stab me, you know.
Listen, stab me, bro. Listen, I am not giving you access to my ledger, fam. First of all, I don't even have a ledger. I don't even have crypto, fam. You know what I mean? So all jokes aside, I think more time than not, these people, like you guys heard about the phishing attacks, the sync clone, so people can get past the 2FA, so they can,
Yes,
you know what I mean,
some
drain your
attacks.
wallet. You know what I mean? All
Yeah.
this stuff happens because there's someone close to you that's probably jealous of who you are, or because all you talk about when you lot link up with your mandem or your friends or your frenemy, whatever it is, you talk about how well you're doing in crypto, or you talk about how
Well,
all
you
the
think
things
this
you're
could
gonna
be an inside
buy.
job?
100%, bro. Because how did they know you got crypto, fam? Unless you were on TikTok, people won't be usually on TikTok. You know what I mean? Just chatting crap, talking about how much they're gonna do this, how much they're gonna do that. I think one time they're not. I'm not saying moving complete silence, but you don't have to disclose. Like perfect example you can learn from is Ian Bellina, fam. Ian Bellina will never, ever, ever disclose his crypto wealth ever again. Because when he did that, boy, gave SEC president to come after him. And then when he invested or bought Sparkstar token worth 5 million and then distributed to US investors, got into more trouble. So I think ever since then, have you heard from Ian Molina anymore? My man created a product, and now that product is that now he's behind that product. He's the face of that product. But you don't hear him talking about, oh yeah, I'm sitting on 5-6 mil in crypto, showing his block quality online. Obviously, that was when he was young, and we we're all young. We all been done stupid shit when we were young. But as a mature dude, I mean, this person sounded like he was young and then probably got robbed,
No.
because he was
Actually,
chatting too much.
I did a little bit digging. This person seemed like relatively low key. They were, I think, a developer. They didn't look like they were a cloud chaser. They just looked like a normal dude.
Then
They had a little bit of followers, but
it was an inside job, bro. Because how did they know where you live and how did they know you have crypto ledger? What a crypto fam? You know what I mean? Like it's an inside job. I'm telling you, because there isn't a registry you can go check. It's not like a land registry. Oh yeah, who owns this land, bro? Oh yeah, who owns this token? No, you can't. You know what I mean? As much as you get someone's wallet address, so you can kind of check what they're holding, but you don't know who owns that. We can only speculate. Oh yeah, X is Arthur Hayes. This is Arthur Hayes' wallet. This is Andrew Tate's wallet. Okay, okay. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it to be honest, honestly, on a serious note, that is absolutely wild that Mandem are now doing this, going to people's house with machetes, robbing man at gunpoint to take their crypto. It's wild. Let's put that to the side. But at the same time, I feel like the best way to go around this is just move careful, man. You know what I mean? Like be careful who you have around you, who you share your information about, and yeah, I've just like I know this sounds cliche to be cautious. I know you said it like he's a developer by nature, so he's probably very cautious by nature. But someone said something about what he's doing because people just don't go knocking around their houses saying, "Yo, you got crypto, you got crypto." No, it doesn't happen that way. So that's just my opinion. Rick, what do you think?
I hear what you're saying. I definitely think it could very well be an inside job. Still,
Bro, it's an inside job, not cool, bro. It's definitely an
feel
inside
like
job, bro.
like if you don't, and that's the problem with putting yourself out there on social media, especially when you're in crypto. But if you're not out there on social media saying XYZ, I got hella coins, or you are fully doxed out there, like if you're not those people, it's kind of hard for someone to come to your yard and say this person's definitely got crypto, because really you're just banking on this person just being into crypto, like. And how would you see somebody on the road and say this don has crypto or not? You wouldn't.
Unless
And
my man put his car up and things say, "Yo, look at my whip," and it's like, "Yo, let me
the
take
private
that.
number plate says
Let me take the
Bolt
private number
Builder or
plate.
something.
Let me reverse that. Get the address where he lives. If he's driving a nice car, you must have some crypto then. Say no more. So it could be that way too. But I think more my money. I'm back my money on it was an inside job because it was too meticulous, fam. They brought 3 machete man. Like, come on, that's planned, fam. Not one,
still,
It
3.
didn't sound like a random attack. They knew who they were
Bro, it
going
was not. It was planned to the T, bro. To the T.
this is just not good news for the crypto community.
for. Just hope they
And
don't catch
London,
on,
bruv.
fam. That's what I'm saying. Because you know what these London guys are like.
Man said London as well, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's what really threw me off on the whole story. The fact that it was London, I was like, damn, this is what Mandem are doing now.
Bro, I've heard of man getting moved to walking to a high park after work, and then you got a nice watch you get moved to. I've seen that
Watches
one. I've heard about
I
that one.
understand. Not that it's right,
Exactly.
but like you
Of
can see a
course, it's
watch.
not
Are
right,
getting
bro. Listen, being a fucking rubber is not right, fam. You need to get a fucking life, bro. By the end of the day, no one can tell me this is not an inside job. Trust me, it's an inside job.
Wait,
Trust
wait.
me.
So let's just pre the amount as well. From what I'm seeing, it was 13 ETH and 6 ETH. Sorry, 13 ETH and 3.6 ETH on those transactions.
Well, so altogether, 18 ETH.
Is that what it was?
But 18 ETH is still 18 ETH, my guy. Like that
Bro,
man's
that's a
still.
big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I'm
But
not even
that's
trying to say it's not
60K
a big
move,
deal.
bro. That's a 60K move, bro. Like, gee, man, came out with 3 machete. Machete probably cost them what, 100 pounds? I mean,
Positive ROI.
this is never, bro. This is never for the city. This is never funny, fam. Like, cause it's in London, we shouldn't even laugh at this. This is serious, fam. This is actually serious, fam.
Yeah, I mean those are the transactions that I saw. So
That's
Okay, yeah. So we're
crazy.
talking 18.6 ETH roughly.
okay.
Bro, that is a lot of cash for someone. Bro, all right. So what I'm saying is that's not the amount of cash for somebody to be like living crazy, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
hear
But
you.
it's
I hear you.
also
I hear you.
it's definitely the amount that you'd be starting to say to some people like, oh, bro, I'm into crypto. Like, I have some crypto. It's going all right for me.
There you go.
Bro, 100% it was his brethren, fam.
But I'm telling you, it was an inside job right
Or
there. I'm
a
telling
friend
you.
of a friend.
Yeah, well, easily, because think about it.
Well,
Yeah, you could be like, oh, like you have heard of so and so, bro. He's killing in crypto, bro. Like this done, he's gone, he's gone. Oh yeah, straight down. Where does he live? Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Hey,
What is he
bro,
living by himself? Is he alone? Oh yeah. Yo, no wife, no nothing. Yeah, okay. When is he usually home? Oh right.
what's he
8, 9,
usually
yeah.
on?
I'm
That's
not even gonna
diabolical.
lie. Nah, bro, this is not even funny, fam. This is
Bro, it's
man might have to stop posting on social media, fam. I'm looking at nah, listen, pre the thing properly, fam. I'm looking at
Boy.
I'm looking at, bro. This is like I don't know. This is like a real thing that happened to a real don, and
bro.
I'm on this guy's Twitter right now, and it's like I have been advised to remove my original post while the investigation is ongoing, and he links to a post, and I believe that post is the post where he got ransacked.
Oh, he deleted his original post. Okay.
I think he had to delete his original post. But
But
bro,
it's still ongoing, isn't it?
I'm looking at his Twitter, and we are talking about a regular don, fam.
I told
Nowhere on
you.
here
At first, I
does it
thought it was a
say,
flashy guy, but I
"Look,
looked through it. Not that
I'm
case.
making hella peas. Look at me. Look,
Nah,
bro,
he's not saying that. Yeah,
this guy is out here going to
That's dead.
hackathons.
dangerous.
I probably met this don at a hackathon, bro.
Easily,
Probably
Probably.
in
bro.
Berlin,
Easily, bro.
and I'm just like, yo,
I think that's
nah,
the
fam.
scary thing, because if it was some flash guy or whatever, you might be like, all right, cool, I get it. But this is just some regular don in London that just got fleeced for 60 bags.
Bro,
So
this is not in fucking Middlesbrough or Berkshire, fam. That's what's crazy about this for me. For you to pull this off in London, fam, because of London being a popular city, you have to be sure of who you're hitting. You can't try random houses and hope you hit a lick off crypto. You know what I'm saying? And just fucking cause matters for no reason, fam. So it has to be planned, bro. That man came 3 man up. It's planned, man. Them. So obviously you just check his Twitter. He's not a flashy guy. He's not saying, yo, look at me, look at that, look what I'm doing, look at my portfolio. So it's probably someone that you told a friend, that told a friend, that told a friend, and now we're here, fam. That's literally what happened. So
how
how?
do you man move it if you are trying to prevent this situation from happening? Because obviously
Okay, now,
it's
bro.
very close to home.
Bear
Could
Very
be
close
prank,
to
anybody.
home,
bro.
fam. But listen, I must be bad prank. Listen, Rick, do you have something to say? What's your approach in avoiding this so we're not a victim as well, fam? Because I already said it, fam. Stab
Bruh.
me, bro. Like I ain't giving my crypto, fam. Stab me, bro. Listen,
But
I
then
want
what
you to
happens to
take.
your crypto, bro?
Bro, listen,
That's a
but
good
listen,
point still.
that crypto cost my family, fam. Bro,
But they got your private
stab
keys.
me, bro. Listen, I've got
Bro,
a
you've
plan
lost
around
your
that
mind.
still.
You got a plan.
Bro,
Good.
you have a child, bro. They come to your yard and they say, they come to your yard, 3 man with machetes, and they're like, give me your crypto right now. You're going to be like, stab me. Shut up, blood. You'd
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
you would be saying opposite words, fam. You'd be like, Okay,
bro,
do you want
I'm
it in your ETH wallet or Solana wallet? Bro.
nah. But big man thing. Like,
When you
reason
involve
I'm
families, bro, it gets 10 times worse.
I know, and that, to be honest, and that was probably that's why I asked. Like maybe my man, if my man was alone, made them even more vulnerable. If you have a family, if you're a family man, you're even more vulnerable. So it's like there isn't really a win-win. So how do we go about circumventing this issue? Because I've heard about this in Mexico. So when you
I
sent
heard
this
about something
before,
similar in Russia.
yeah,
But
when you
the fact
send
that
when you
this
send
is
some
London, that's what like
exactly when you
got my
send this before, I'm
attention.
like, this means this is Mexico. I didn't even think twice when this is Mexico. I came back a couple of days ago, you're like, it's in London. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So if this shit happened in London now, man, just need to move more careful. Be careful what you disclose on social media, and
Upgrade your security systems,
bruv,
everything.
like you know what I mean. No new friends, fam. You know what I'm saying, fam. No new friends, fam.
Yeah, having bare people know where you live. Bad move. Ah, shit. I don't know, bruv. After this, bruv, man's gonna have to change. Bro, I'm gonna have to be one of them Donnies that jump on with the ski mask on.
Bro,
A mask
faceless.
on the crypto Twitter and TikTok as well. Yeah.
Listen. Faceless profile, fam.
Bruh.
You know that man, fam. Backzy OX. You know what I mean?
The man there, like, what is it? Is it Clarity?
The
Clearly DJ.
Done alts. Trust me. You know what I mean? El Capo, fam. You know, El Capo is one of the top traders in this. Even Roaring Kitty, fam. The only reason you know Roaring Kitty's name is because he was on the freaking news. He got questioned about SEC, but he didn't say my name is Keith, bro. He said my name is Roaring Kitty, fam. Don't come to my house, bro. Fuck that. But I'm telling you, man, this now, fam. I ain't giving no man my crypto, fam. Like, listen, I didn't know what crypto is, bro. I'm just here on the sideline just watching, man. I don't own any crypto, fam. So listen, you come to me, fam. You're wasting your time, man. There's no crypto.
Brother, I'm not even gonna lie. Man's
I'm
here
broke.
deep in it, real deep, thinking.
Nah,
I'm here.
I never seen this ever. Rick so pranked in his life.
Listen, I know Rick is a prank guy, fam, but it's good to be pranked, though, fam.
Bro, I'm the kind of guy that before I turn into my driveway, I make sure there's no cars behind me, or else I'm going around the road, bro.
Of course, bro. You
100%.
should.
Man's
You
going
should.
around.
Safety
Man's
first.
spinning the block if there's a car behind me, fam.
I guess I spin the block.
Bruv.
What are you looking at now, fam? That's how Rick doing
I'm
this.
looking out the window now, like.
This is safe. No, but seriously, Iris, what do you think man can do to prevent this from happening, fam? I want to hear your advice.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of everything that you guys have already said, but I think just final thoughts on this that, if you do have like serious amounts of crypto or, you're a public facing figure in crypto or just that you talk about crypto, you have something substantial, you probably should have like security systems in place with cameras and stuff like that. Make sure that you're maybe you got like a Ring doorbell or something like that so you don't actually have to open the door to see who's actually there. Just having protocols in place, maybe having something in the house just in case something pops off. Better safe than sorry, whether it's a baseball bat or something else.
Be able to protect yourself. Yeah.
What's up?
Be able to protect yourself at least.
Yeah, exactly. To be able to protect yourself.
I got a katana still, but yeah.
Whatever you got, man. Whatever you got. I know in the UK it's a bit, techie when it comes to that sort of thing, and they can even punish you. But I'd rather spend time in jail than die. So, yeah, I think those are the basic things you can do. Yeah, and then maybe just having, because for example, I know like the Winklevoss twins, they have like some mad protocol for their crypto. They've got like their private keys and like different vaults in different parts of the world, and like their ledger and stuff. And I wouldn't even say that's OD because of the amount of crypto that they have now is like. It makes sense.
I'm not surprised, man. I know Mandem will probably thought about kidnapping one of the twins to leverage token out one of the other one, fam. So,
but even if they did it, they wouldn't get it because I think
it's hard.
they only know what they've got, so the other one wouldn't know.
Jeez,
but they have
70,000 Bitcoin. Them man have.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They got a lot.
Yeah.
They got a lot.
Yeah.
So they put protocols in place. So yeah, I think similarly, once you start to get something substantial, you have to protect yourself because it's rough in these streets, man, and people want what you have. So the more that the recession comes to play, the more I wouldn't be surprised if this starts to become a trend. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't. But take precautions and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I hope this does not become a trend, fam, because, bruv, like, this is too close to home, fam. Like, I'm not saying I live in London, but this is too close to home, fam. Like,
I lie, bruv.
it's
I'm just bare shook as a man that lives in Brum, fam. Bruv, this is gonna start coming to man's area in Brum, bruv. I don't even want this in Brum. Yo, man, you keep this thing away from Brum, bruv.
Right. I'm in Dubai, so fortunately that don't run up here.
Yo, I'm in Kazakhstan, fam, so I'm good, bro.
Oh, on that note, we will leave the podcast there, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.